5 seconds. Sir, my friends have talked about master plan and Delhi's master plan has been objected to. We can have differences on the details of the master plan, but one thing I must say, and I repeat, that if Delhi has been saved today, it is because of the master plan, it is because the land uses have been determined, it is because we had decided that the town would expand in a certain way, that we did not find a factory coming up next to the Parliament House. In the master plan, we did not find, for instance, somebody putting up a mandir near the India Gate. The master plan is only a pattern of growth. Therefore, there is nothing wrong with the master plan as such. Master plan should be there not only for Delhi but, as I said, for everywhere. I might say that we have decided to reappraise the Delhi master plan, keeping in view the changed circumstances, the experience so far gained, and the need to envisage a broad pattern of development up to the year 2000. Moreover, the future of Delhi's development is to be conceived in the overall context of National Capital Region, the broad plan for which has already been prepared. While preparing the master plan, we will also take into account the date that has become available as a result of the recent census, the population projection, the density pattern, the zonal regulation, etc., will be subjected to fresh look with a view to evolving the most suitable and equitable pattern of development consistent with our economic and social objectives. Here, I would like to make it clear that reappraisal does not mean large scale amendment of the master plan, which has been prepared after careful analysis of the relevant factors, nor does involve regularization of all unauthorized constructions. The reappraisal will mean that the plan will be made more comprehensive, more scientific, and more compatible with our economic and social aspirations in keeping with the changing perspective. So far as unauthorized colonies are concerned, I might say in this context that a very big number of these colonies have been regularized. Regarding those unauthorized colonies which have not yet been regularized but which are still to be looked into, a machinery has been set in motion to give a second look, but this can be done only if we are in a position to assure that the unauthorized constructions do not continue as they continue now. That is why I propose to bring forward before this Parliament in the current session legislation for taking very penal action against those who indulge in selling and buying of unauthorized land. Because unless we are in a position to contain the problem, until then the problem cannot be solved. Recently, the Bhagwati Committee submitted a report. The committee also talked of rural house sites and rural housing schemes. The committee's report said that the housing has the biggest employment potential. With an investment of rupees 1 crore, employment of 200 persons can be generated. No other industry I am aware of is in a position to generate so much employment as housing, and I hope after the committee's report is accepted, we will be in a position to do better. When my friends here talked about shortage of houses in Delhi for government servants, I am quite in agreement with them that more houses need to be built and are being built. But it is very difficult for us to create conditions for the section of the society as entirely different from the community as a whole. The government servants, at the moment, there is 43% satisfaction in Delhi. That means for 43 out of 100 government servants are in a position to provide government houses. But in the current plan, we have now undertaken a program for construction of houses costing about rupees 17 crores, and we will be in a position to add about 8,000 more units in Delhi. This will not go a long way to help, but I hope it will go to some extent to ameliorate their difficulty. Another part of the government servant's difficulty is after retirement. When a government servant retires, whether he is living in a government house or in a non government house, he does not know where to go. After the retirement, government servants and the employees of public undertakings find it extremely difficult to find suitable accommodation. The pension admissible to them is usually 1/3 of their income before retirement, and they are asked to vacate the government accommodation immediately after retirement. Due to the high rents prevailing in Delhi, the government servants or the employees of the public undertakings cannot arrange suitable accommodation, and this results in frustration, insecurity, and social tensions. To give relief to such government servants and employees of public undertakings, we have decided to introduce a special scheme for providing housing accommodation for retiring public servants. This scheme will be executed by the Delhi Development Authority.